Eagles are up to something at 12. We all know it. The question is, what the hell is it?
18th pick in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Dallas still stinks. You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and all I can say to you peoples is, how the hell are yous? How are you? It has been a long time. It feels like I haven't done a video in a month. It has been one of the longest, craziest moves I've ever had. And it's mainly because I've really had no help. It's just been me and my wife. And, you know, it's kind of hard when she's trying to pick up things that weigh 2 times more than her. So it's been a hard week, but you know what? We're rounding the finish line on this whole thing. I got to go back to the old house. I got to take down a satellite dish today. I don't know how the hell I'm going to climb on a roof without falling through it, but I got to do it. So it's just been like getting everything ready at the other house, you know, to basically have somebody else come in and move. And I haven't even unpacked yet. Here. So, you know, at least we're rounding the corner. We are in draft week. And look, all I can say is, I miss you people. And, look at that. Dude, this beard, look at this thing. This is disgusting. I gotta shave. After this whole move, I'm shaving. I'm cutting my hair, I'm shaving. But I gotta say one thing. I'm a man. Look at this beard. You can't grow this without testosterone flowing through your veins. You know what I mean? I do a little matrimonial duties. It grows a ½ inch overnight. I'm a man. And remember this, because when I shave this mother humper, just tell Mark Holmes, Michael Anthony, where's the fitness? I'm a man. Look, I'm a man. That's all I have to say about it. I just noticed it's disgusting, but I'm a man. Maybe a caveman, but I'm a man. Nonetheless, we need to talk about the Eagles because something is going on at 12. Something is up at 12 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen. You get reports the last few days, and I wish I could have come on and talked about this, but you get reports the last few days that the Eagles could be looking to trade up. The Eagles now, all of a sudden, are talking. There's a lot of interest in Kyle Pitts. Like, where did this come from? Why wasn't this back in the day when we had the 6th pick overall? I've been talking about Kyle Pitts since the beginning of the offseason. Kyle Pitts is the guy you got to get. He's the guy you got to get. Now, it sounds like we're starting to hear that the Eagles have some interest in him and could look to trade back up. Now, you're going to say, why would the Eagles want to trade back up when they traded back to begin with? Because the idea is that you're probably not going to go any further down than 7. Or you're not going to trade up past 7. So it's going to be between 7 and 9, okay? That's not going to cost you what it costs Miami to trade to 6. The Eagles set the market. And although you could say, hey, maybe the Eagles should got more, which is totally reasonable, they still set the market with that 6th pick. So the market that they set with the trade from the 6 is only going to cost you less to go from 7 or to go to 8 to go to 9 than it costs Miami to go to 6. So if the Eagles could trade that 12th overall pick and let's say a 3rd or a 2nd or something and get back up to 7 or 8, take Kyle Pitts, keep Miami's 2022 first round pick, that's a big win. No question about it. The other thought here, and what we're hearing, is that the Eagles could be looking to trade up in that 12th pick, do something with that 12th pick, and include Zach Ertz in a move. Could you be looking to a team like maybe the Carolina Panthers, right? You figure you trade your 12th pick, you trade Zach Ertz, you try to get up to 8, right? Carolina then gets a Pro Bowl tight end for Sam Darnold, who stinks. But they get a guy nonetheless. Now they have a guy who's going to be a good tight end for the Carolina Panthers, for Sam Darnold. The Eagles get to 8. Maybe somehow Pitts falls. Now, if Pitts doesn't fall, let's say he's gone, Maybe Jamar Chase falls. So let's say they're both gone. What do? Then you can go back. You could go Devontae Smith. You could do something like that. So the Eagles have choices. I think the Eagles are up to something. You can't have 11 picks, have a quiet free agency the way the Eagles did, and then come out and do nothing the rest of the draft. Just sit there and take your pick. I hate the idea that you just sit at your spot and you just take whoever comes to you. I don't like the idea that everybody else is dictating to you what you have to do. I never liked this idea. When you like a player, when there's a guy that you're in love with, you go out and you get him. Okay? And the Eagles, when they sit and they just wait, it always backfires. The Eagles, and I always say this, Howie Roseman, the Eagles are best. They're at their best when they're aggressive. And with the most picks in the draft, why would this team not be aggressive? Why would we not want to see this team trade? They're not going to keep 3 first-round picks for next year and draft all 3 picks in the first round next year. They're going to trade one of them, whether it's going to be to get a 2023 first-round pick or maybe to get another first-round pick in this draft, which I highly recommend trading. I would take my second-round pick, a first-round pick next year, that Miami first-round pick, and I would trade up. I'd go right up, try to get me JOK around 18, 19, 20, something like that. And I would do something like that, no question about it. The Eagles have plenty of options. And the one thing we've really been sleeping on is the whole Zach Ertz thing. Zach Ertz, we've been waiting. He's been waiting. The reports that are coming out today are saying that Zach Ertz has been waiting day after day for months, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to go down. You know what I mean? It's like waiting for Michael Anthony Wears the Fitness to wake up from a nap. It never happens. It never comes, right? But the draft is the time that it's going to happen. If the Eagles do not move Zach Ertz now, I don't think they're ever moving him. I don't think they're ever moving him this year. I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be draft night. Now, it may not be the first round of draft, maybe second or third, but the Eagles are going to move him at some point. Some team is going to feel gypped, not getting the tight end they wanted, and they're going to look for a veteran. And Zach Ertz is sitting right there. And what a steal he is for any team that needs him. But I really got to tell you, I like this whole idea that the Eagles sit there and they're going to draft, or they're going to trade up from 12, get to like 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that range, keep that Miami's first round pick, and then get the guy they could have gotten at 6 anyways. That is what I'm talking about. That is geniusness. That is what I like to see. That's what I want. And who knows, maybe it's not Kyle Pitts. Maybe they want Patrick Surtain. Maybe they want to steal him from Dallas. Or maybe it's J.C. Horn. I don't know. All I want is the Eagles to just do one thing. Stay true to your draft board. I can't speak. Stay true to it. Stay true to it, and we're going to be okay. That's all the Eagles need to do. If you have a list of guys, let's say in your top 20, write that list down. Whoever's the highest ranked guy when you're picking is the guy you should take. If that's Kyle Pitts, if somehow he's on the board and you trade up for him, great. If it's Devontae Smith, great. If it's Parsons, great. If it's Waddle, great. If it's J.C. Horn, great. If it's Patrick Surtain, great. If it's Kwity Paye, hell no! Hell no! That is the ultimate me going off draft pick. Do not draft the defensive line at 12. That is all I'm going to say. I do not believe any of these defensive linemen are worth the 12th overall pick. You really want them that bad? Trade back again. But do not, and I repeat, do not take Kwity Paye. Do not take a defensive lineman. And that is what the Eagles typically do. Around 12 to 14, 15, they take defensive linemen. And if they do that, then it tells me Nick Sirianni has no influence on Howie Roseman whatsoever, and the Eagles are once again doing what they normally do, draft by position. And if they do that, it's going to be a mistake. What this team needs more than anything, more than any other position, what this team needs is they need talent. They need top-tier talent regardless of position for the most part. Okay, now I'm not saying draft a punter, draft a kicker, even draft a quarterback. But the other positions should all be open. And if there was a really good pass rusher, if there was somebody that was worth the 12th overall pick, I would have no problem with it. But the problem is I don't think Kwity Paye is worth the 12th overall pick. I can't do a board where I put the top 12 and Kwity Paye is there. It's just not happening. So to me, that tells me that the Eagles would then be drafting based upon need and not talent. That would be a huge mistake for this team. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think Nick Sirianni has a good influence on Howie Roseman. I think Nick Sirianni, he has the ability of inception. You ever see that movie? If you haven't, go watch it right now. Stop what you're doing after this video. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And go watch Inception. Great movie. But that is Nick Sirianni. He is Leonardo DiCaprio. But he's a cannoli-eating Leonardo DiCaprio. I guess Leonardo DiCaprio is kind of a cannoli eater, ain't he? He's part Italian. Hell, he's a Paisan, I guess, partly or something. He's got the last name. Who the hell knows? You know what I mean? We're everywhere, us Paisans. We're everywhere. But Nick Sirianni, he has the ability to win people over. And what I mean is, you can't help with his enthusiasm, with the way he sells certain things. You can't help but be influenced by it. He is a natural salesman. And I think his approach, I think his personality is going to influence Howie Roseman more so than a Doug Peterson or Andy Reid or Chip Kelly ever could. Because those guys come at you where they say, we want this, we need this, and they kind of try to tell you how to do something. I think that doesn't work for Howie Roseman. You need a guy who allows Howie Roseman to think that he is actually coming up with the idea to draft Devontae Smith, to trade up for Kyle Pitts. You need a guy to plant the idea in his head and make him think that he's one. I know guys like that. I know there's people that I work with. There's people out there that you cannot approach and say, I think you should do this or you should do that or you should do this because that's how it's done. You can't do it. You have to make them think that they came up with the idea. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, they'll do whatever you want. It's just a matter of how you deal with these people. Howie Roseman is one of those typical people. Nick Sirianni, my first impressions of him is the kind of guy that plants that in your mind. He's not going to tell you, you got to do this, you got to do that. He's going to win you over on the idea of it and then reinforce it as it was your idea. He's a genius. Genius. That's what I think. You know what I mean? It's just a hunch. It's just a feeling I get with Nick Sirianni. One of the reasons why I like him. You know? So anyways, the Eagles, they're going to go up to 12. Yes. What the hell is that noise outside? The construction workers are out here building all. I got to go out there and take video or something for you guys, and I'll show you all that. But a lot of stuff going on here. No question about it. Whatever. Anyways, I think the Eagles are going to do something. I have to get my ass back to the other house now. It's time to do some more work. Hopefully, I'll be turning in those keys in the next day or two, and we good to go. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, and of course, don't be a dingbat. What the hell is that noise? What the hell is it? Oh, there you go. This is what's going on out front of my house. This is what's going on out front of my house as I'm doing a video. That was the noise. There it is right there. You see all the building they're doing? They are doing a lot of building. It's crazy. Crazy neighborhood, but I love it. I love it.